Hey everybody, thank you for joining me here. Just going to make this really quick. In about 20 minutes or so, we're going to go live chatting about the Bohemian Grove. So if you'd like to join us, we're going to be on darkdocs.com through Blog Talk Radio. The call-in number, if you want to join us and call in, is going to be 845-262-0989. Again, 845-262-0989. We are going to be discussing the Bohemian Grove and what we're going to do this year, 2019, and go over some of the documents, some of the annals, the books, the annals that we've been getting about Bohemian Grove. So there's some interesting stuff, just a good old boys club, just the good old boys, never meaning no harm. So anyways, just wanted to invite anybody who would like to join us, who'd like to call in. Please feel free to. The number will be 845-262-0989. It's going to be me, Christian Coffins, who is the host of darkdocs.com, and our good friend Brendan O'Leary, who is pretty much out there every year with me, and maybe a few other people too. So we'll see who we get out there this year. Last year we had a cutout of Donald Trump. I don't know if we're going to do that again this year. Maybe we'll have Nancy Pelosi. I don't know. They don't allow women inside, but we can have a woman outside. So I guess that's okay. If you have not heard of Christian Coffins, he is the host of Dark Docs on Blog Talk Radio. You'll be able to call in there. I'd love for anybody to join us. If you got a question about Bohemian Grove, if you got a story about it, whatever you want to chat about, we'll be on there for about an hour or so. Again, that number will be 845-262-0989. Christian Coffins is part of a group called Sacred Owls. So I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Sacred Owls, but if you haven't, great album here, Government-Sponsored Terrorism. It's one of my favorite albums by Christian Coffins. They also have comic books, and what's cool about these comic books, Tales of Terror, this talks about real stuff. They do a lot on child trafficking and human trafficking, that type of thing. So, and there is also a nice CD that comes along with this. So if you have not gotten your copy of Tales of Terror, please do. Maybe we'll have some of these outside of Bohemian Grove this year, July. I believe it's July 15th. Let me just look that up. I believe it's July 15th. This will be July 13th. So on Saturday, July 13th, we will be out there. Who knows? Sometimes we get a good group. Sometimes it's just one or two people, but we will be there. And so here is the message. This will be Dark Docs Digest number 22, Countdown to the Cremation of Care at Bohemian Grove. Remember, the Cremation of Care, we're counting down to 24 minutes right now. The Cremation of Care kicks off the Bohemian Club's 2-week encampment where they throw away cares, and who knows what they do there. Well, we know some of the things that they do there because they write that stuff in their books, and then they share it, and then they hide it, and then charge everybody on Amazon. So some interesting stuff there. Hopefully we'll have some time to talk about that. If you have not visited our Facebook page, we have a Facebook page, Resist the Grove, and that has been doing very well, especially now that we have Brendan helping us out to post some good stuff on the page. Check out Brendan O'Leary too, because he's got some great videos on Bohemian Grove. I think you'll really enjoy some of those. And last but not least, I'm just going to read this little message here because we're going to be starting in about 20 minutes. It's only audio, and you can go to Blog Talk Radio /Eternal Affairs Radio, and anyways, I will put this down in there, or you can just basically search for Dark Docs Digest number 22, Countdown to Cremation of Care at Bohemian Grove. Any of that will get you in there, but this will be through Blog Talk Radio. And the number to call in if you'd like to join us or just listen will be 845-262-0989. You can also listen online. I'll try to put in the link to this video once this video is fully posted here. And we'd love for anybody to call in if you can. If you just want to share some views that brought you to why you're looking at Bohemian Grove, what you think about Bohemian Grove, and we will go from there. You have a bunch of people, about 3,000 people every year. They go out to Monterey and throw away their cares, sacrifice care. They physically sacrifice a human effigy, not a real human, but an effigy of a human. They sacrifice that before a giant 40-foot owl. And apparently, it's nothing to be concerned about, nothing to worry about. So just try to go out there, ask some questions. Most of the members, most of the workers are very nice. The police usually don't want to talk too much. They usually don't answer very many questions. So, but that's okay. We're going out there for our purposes, for whatever reasons we're going out there. And if anybody would like to join us, please do. So here is what Christian Coffins writes on the Blog Talk Radio. And he says, "We are coming up on midsummer once more. Unfortunately, the globalist pedophile scum at Bohemian Grove, Dole Care, never dies. It lives within us here at Dark Docks and Eternal Affairs Media. Christian Coffins, vigilante rock band Sacred Owls, will be driving from Florida to the mountains of Northern California once more this July to protest the Bohemian Grove's mock human sacrifice, to cremate Dole Care, to kick off their occult, all-male, 2-week pedophile summer encampment of the elite. This year will be 25 dates on the tour, and they're going to Juarez, Mexico. This is Sacred Owls going to Juarez, Mexico, Los Angeles, California, and a bunch of new cities. And you can visit them at sacredowls.com. Hey, what's going on inside the cave? So I know it's this Mother's Day, and we want to keep everything happy, keep everything good, but mothers are not allowed inside the Bohemian Grove, apparently. And we want to find out what is going on there, speak with some members, speak with people who have these stories, because we do get a lot of the stories ranging from they're sacrificing kids to they're doing bad things to kids at the Bohemian Grove. And then we have the other side as like, it's just a bunch of people go out there, they get drunk, party, hang out. No different than Burning Man or anything, except they're burning a human, not a real human, but an effigy of a human. They're burning it in front of a 40-foot owl. That's what we know, right? We know that they do lakeside chats, so hopefully we can focus more on the lakeside chats, because the policy, they're not supposed, if these are government people, they're not supposed to be discussing policy there. Obviously, if you get a bunch of people in our Congress, the presidents, right, have been rumored to go there. They've been photographed there. Governors. It kind of seems like it's a place that you work your way up to. So if you want to go and get a little bit higher in this power structure that the Bohemian Club is part of, this is where you got to go. You got to go to a place like this, and you have to be invited. You cannot just show up. Of course, we show up, hang out outside, chat with people. Some are nice. Most are nice, but you just never know. So anyways, so I just wanted to let everybody know that. And if you can join us, again, let me get that number for you. I'm just going to post that, and I'll try to post this link so you can all join us if you would like to, or just listen in on this happy Mother's Day. It's going to be 845-262-0989. Now, for me personally, I have not made up my mind about what is going on at the Bohemian Grove, if it's a satanic thing, if it's just a bunch of people hanging out. So I'm trying to keep an open mind about it, and I encourage everybody to keep an open mind about whatever is happening there. Let's see what the facts are, and let's see what we can prove and what we think are sometimes different. So here's a nice one for Christmas, for all you Christmas lovers there. Woo! So, I mean, some of this stuff is very interesting, but and then, of course, there's the Bohemian Club out in San Francisco, California as well. And I would encourage everybody to stay out of San Francisco if you can. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do. But Tales of Terror, I found, was a really good comic book. Really not a comic book, but it's really just, truth. There's a lot of good, interesting articles in there, including the Franklin cover-up. And if you haven't read the Franklin cover-up, if you don't know about the Franklin cover-up, I would encourage everybody to. John DeCamp, I'd encourage you to read his book called The Franklin Cover-Up. It's an amazing book, very sad, and definitely something you want to do. You want to pray first. You want to make sure that you're spiritually ready for it, for any of these things, because a lot of people are not spiritually ready for it, and they're going to have a bad time, basically. So hopefully I'm gonna wrap this up because we're in about 20 minutes. We're gonna go live on the Dark Docs Digest, number 22, Countdown to Cremation of Care at Bohemian Grove. And I hope if you guys can call in, I'd love for you to call in. We could chat about the Bohemian Grove. Even if you don't know anything about it, you can call in here at 845-262-0989, and I'll see y'all then.